All right, baby. It is Feel Good Radio at its finest. WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is another installment of the Spotlight series, the Spotlight podcast. Comes at you every Sunday at 9 o'clock right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And as you know, the Spotlight, usually, we focus on a person, place, things, in our community that you need to pay some attention to, somebody that you might need to know, a business you might need to know about. Well, hey, tonight I did not disappoint, all right, because we got a whole bunch of things all wrapped up into one. It's not only a person you need to know, but we're also going to talk about a movement and also a restaurant. And we also have a fantastic gospel festival that is coming to the area. All right. And hey, without any further ado, we're going to just get into it. All right. I'm going to allow me to introduce you to, all right, Brother Gary. All right. And this is my man right here, Brother Gary, Black Lives Matter movement. I mean, American soul food. I mean, this is the brother here, right here in the community that you definitely need to know about. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here on SM Enlightenment Radio. How you doing, brother?
Man, it's an honor being on your show, Doc, man. You know, New England's beautiful. Your station is beautiful, and I'm feeling the vibe.
Hey, as we say, positivity is everything. You know what I mean? And
Without a doubt.
and that is the motto that we live by. I mean, hey, maintain your disposition at an optimistic vibrational state of gratitude. Just be grateful, baby. And we're grateful to have you here. So I want to just for a second just to let the folks know a little bit about Brother Gary. All right. And I know that you actually being a part of the Black Lives Matter movement is something that has been very, very personal to you. I know that you're originally from New York, from Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and you tell me a little bit about your history and what it is that makes Brother Gary, and how you got involved with Black Lives Matter.
So, so I'm originally from Bed-Stuy, from Brooklyn. I'm from the Stuy, from Grand and Gage Avenue. Grew up on around there. Born in Queens.
Right.
A lot of history with the Brooklyn education system, where we learned at a young age about controlling your environment and being positive. So, that's one of the biggest things that I learned about New England coming out here was like, we need a black hub for certain things and social issues to talk about. And education was one of my foundations, and I really was articulate, learning the game and about black education. You know what I'm saying? Economics and equality. So I learned that real fast. At a young age in Brooklyn, and there's a thousand of people like me in Brooklyn. Thousands of us, and we think the way we think is because of education. They install that in our community at a young age.
And so what is it that really um made you become more of a voice and an activist and an advocate in your community for for this type of awareness?
Because I seen the locals, they wasn't really pushing it the way I seen things. The locals wasn't doing it right. And me and my man Justice Alfred, we was on a higher frequency, and I say that respectfully and humbly. And a lot of things was coming to tuition what we was talking about from the law enforcement perspective to our own community. You know what I'm saying, and what we had to do to get there.
You had some personal things, that some personal people to you that you had lost,
Yeah.
To police violence, and that's something that also really mainlined you into the movement, right?
Right. So growing up in New York, we've seen that on a regular basis, like, cops brutality. You know what I'm saying? We look at the court systems and we look at things how unfairly they are. And that was the part about the history about coming to New England and Rhode Island. But what really touched my heart was that my one of my close friends, he got murdered. You know what I'm saying? He got gunned down out here in North Smithfield, Rhode Island. He got gunned down by cops with his 3-year-old daughter in the car, and she died. I mean, he died. He got murdered right in front of his baby, and his
Wow.
daughter's in a. It was devastating to the community, and they gave this guy an award, and he gunned a good man down over a box of Pampers and some Similac milk. So, I really started advocating. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm just saying they need more. They need more education. They need more training. I think they deal with mental health on a whole different level than we do, and it needs to be looked at. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be looked at from the government perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like how they look into the Black Panther Party and all these black organizations, and and it's really about survival. That's what it is, and what
Yeah.
they keep us in the box and keep us uneducated. And I'm not, I wasn't the type of guy to be quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? They already ruffles my mom's feathers and my father's feathers and their father's feathers. So I think that this generation is totally different. So I just think, to each his own, and we need to have to be more clarity about education for black people and
Right.
be prideful and educated at the same time, and black excellence. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look around and you have all of these you have all these dispensaries in our communities, and then these people are making millions of dollars, and the same millions of dollars that these people portrayed to protect and serve, and that they own dispensaries, and they selling drugs in our communities, man. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
really, it's really something to look at. It's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? So what
No
happened
doubt.
to the black liberation, the black education, the black men speaking up, and just being a really, really powerful impact in the community, and not these
Well,
drug addicts and
and
things.
and one of the reasons why why I really want to bring you on here to give you your flowers is because you know you you've seen these disparities in the community, and you actually have really put a lot of things into place to do your part, to sort of to educate the community and correct some of these injustices. And I know that you're involved with um you know helping people in the community, and that's one thing that American Soul Food is all about, your brand new spot. All
Right.
right.
Thank you, brother. I
you
appreciate it.
know
I appreciate that.
because it's not only a business, but it's also going to be a training facility for folks that actually want to learn culinary. You know,
Right.
and
Right.
and that's a serious outreach. It's creating an opportunity for our folks in the community. So talk a little bit more about that, about how even that whole thing came together.
Right. So, my man Eric B put me on, and he told me, yo, G, he just was like, yo, G, whatever you want to do, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. And he really gave me the alley oop. And when someone wants to help you, they don't talk about it. They show you. You know what I'm saying? They show you. And he was one of my close friends growing up in Brooklyn with me and Justice. And he's from. We used to go to these rallies in Brooklyn in Justice Alfred's neighborhood, and we was kids. And they was all out. They used to be out there, Eric B, and all of them. And they used to talk to us when we talk about 35 years ago, 40 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
when we were kids. So I know, coming to New England, it was like a walk in the park about black education and black liberation. And I think that I didn't want to scare white folks. I just wanted to educate them and say, hey, what if we turn it around and not call y'all racist, and show y'all that you's are racist, and say, hey, let's make this fair. Let's make this a fair trade.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get behind the ball. Let me show you how I do it, with our communities. And I think that kind of like sparked, a lot of things about conversations, and then everybody come out the woodworks and saying, "Oh, I'm an activist now," which is something really I'm proud to say. I look back at people now, they're activists, and they're motivational speakers, and they're this and they're that. But we shaped the mold. We mold that whole conversation. Me and my man Justice Alfred. And I'm not
Right.
looking, we wasn't looking to get patted on our back. We just say, "Yo, y'all been here too long, ain't doing really nothing with this." And don't wait for me to come and talk about education and talk about the grants that we got, and things and what we did with it. You know, like you've been here your whole life, and you know you never wanted to spark a conversation about about black people and not be mix up the two and be called a racist. I don't want to be called a racist. I want to be called an educator for my people
Right.
and see the fair trade. That's all.
Yeah, with American Soul Food, it's not only just a restaurant, but I mean, hey, I mean, people actually can have an opportunity to learn culinary through that, and I think
Right.
that is an absolute beautiful thing. All right, now with American Soul Food, all right, let me know a little bit about the concept and what can we
Okay.
expect to
Oh,
have coming.
okay, I like that. So we let me just say this. I'm blessed to have this opportunity to bring to the community of North Attleboro. And I think we're the largest African American restaurant in the whole East Coast. And hopefully that you're going to see some great chefs and some great African American historian food.
Mhm.
It's a barbecue place, and it's going to be signify as a staple here in New England as the top restaurant in New England to compete against any other restaurant in the world. And we're going to try to do that here. And I
Nice.
think that we can be competitive, against our contributors that have been around for years. And this place here sets a new monument about black excellence in the community, and this is what we bring in here to my new restaurant. So we have African American chefs, we have white chefs, we have a whole line of different things that I want you guys to be a part of. To come see the food. June 8th is the soft opening, and
Okay.
we're gonna have some nice food and things of this nature that's coming. And I'm just happy. I'm happy that we're doing something for our community.
And the place looks beautiful. I mean, is
Thank
just
you.
artwork and everything around, and WSME. We've already spoken about hosting some events there, some brunches and some happy hours, and
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
this
I
is
mean,
going to be the new spot.
right. I think that they need in New England. They need a spot like this that signifies about black owned businesses, and this sets the trend for people that are trying to do something in the community that that believe in themselves. And you work hard. I believe you can accomplish anything in America. You know, and
Absolutely, 100%. So the soft opening is on June 8th.
June 8th. Yep,
All
11 o'clock.
and
And
June, yeah, June 8th is actually a pretty busy day for us all
yep, yep,
because we
yep,
got a lot going on. Because not only, ladies and gentlemen, is Brother Gary involved with opening up, which is going to be an epic and an epic location, all right, here for soul food and for Black American culture. I mean, hey, this is the spot right here. All right, American Soul Food, and it's going to be in the Emerald Square Mall, first floor. All right,
yep.
which is 999 South Washington Street in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Okay, and hey, right there on the first floor. As you know, WSME, we have our remote studios upstairs there at the Black Dial Museum. So hey, it's we all in the house.
No doubt, no doubt.
Now, yeah, so also now on June 8th, we also have a gospel festival that you're bringing into town. All right. And this right here is an epic event. All right. We're talking about Yolanda Adams, Shirley Ceasar, Hezekiah Walker. All right. This is their first performance in Providence, ladies and gentlemen. June 8th. All right. Hey, it's all going down, and that's at the Pavilion, correct?
Yes, that's at the Pavilion, Amica building,
Amica,
and
yeah.
this is going to be a good day. I think that everybody needs to come out and support each other.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes you don't see a lot of black people coming together in New England, Rhode Island especially, and they just, like I said, even with the back to the movement, it was a little messy too. I think me and you just was touching on notes on about the black activism and stuff of that nature, and what we was doing at the time, in 2016, 17. That's how long we've been going with Black Lives Matter. And like I said, in the movement, people try to hijack the movement, and it was terrible. I want to put things in perspective about black people, and this is why being successful for black entrepreneurs is what really imperative what we do in our communities. And this is
Right.
what happens. And when you put in the work, you can get anything accomplished. And I'm a part of that. I could say that, everything lies in great success and honesty. So.
Yeah. American Soul Food, folks. Okay. Once again, first floor, Emerald Square Mall. All right. 999 South Washington Street, North Attleboro, Massachusetts. All right. And see the opening is on June 8th. Okay.
Mhm.
In the evening. What time in the evening? 7 o'clock, did you say?
For what?
No, for for the restaurant, the opening.
Oh, June 8th at
Mhm.
11 o'clock.
Oh, 11 a.m. 11 a.m.
11
Excuse
a.m.
11 a.m. Okay. And
Yeah.
also on that date, we also have the Gospel Festival. All right. Gospel Festival All Star. All right. And that's Yolanda Adams, Shirley Ceasar, Hezekiah Walker, June 8th. All
Yeah.
right. And that's at the Amica uh, Pavilion. And
Mhm.
so the festival, the doors open at 1:30 p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And how long does that run for? Is that the whole afternoon?
Yeah, that's the whole afternoon, and we got different artists coming and different musicians. It's going to be a lovely day at the Amuka building, and we're proud to be a part of that. And Pastor Perry is amazing. He's the one who orchestrated the whole thing. I think New England churches are beautiful. I think all these black churches need to keep working with each other. Yeah,
Absolutely. And because it really comes down to unity. I mean, we were
it's
speaking
about
about
right,
that earlier. I mean,
right,
I mean, we need the unity to initiate these projects, and we also need the unity to keep them going so that we have
I
longevity
agree.
in these things that we do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
I
always,
agree.
a lot of us can start things, but to keep them going, you know what I mean, it really takes a village, and it takes that community support, and that only comes about with unity. So I mean, that's what we need. You know.
That's right. That's right, brother. And like I said, we're gonna make some things happen, and God is good. Everybody talks about certain things, but we need to keep God in this picture and making it a part of our history.
Yep. Now, is there some place where people could go, or a number or folks could call for more information on either the American Soul Food restaurant that's
Yeah,
coming, or also the
yeah. They can call. They
gospel
can call.
festival?
They can call me on it on the. They can call Pastor Perry on that, and Pastor Perry's number. Pastor Perry's number is here too. If Pastor Perry is a huge part of the gospel concert. So I can definitely give you Pastor Perry's number.
Yeah, yeah, and we're posting that information now,
Okay,
as we speak, so people will be able to see that. And as
right.
far as American Soul Food, folks that want more information on that, how can they reach out to you?
They can go to americansoulfood.life and leave a comment there. You know,
Nice.
and you could go to americansoulfood.life and you can see. And you guys have Pastor Perry's information,
Okay.
and you know, um, like I said, where a lot of times is that people don't, they don't always come through for each other. You
Well,
know.
hey, and that's why we say, the unity is important. And hey,
Hmm.
we are going to demonstrate by example, Brother
Yep.
Gary, because hey, WSME, American Soul Food, we're going to be working together, and we're also here to work with you on any of the projects that you got going on. So
Hmm.
I'm just letting you know that now, and giving you that commitment, brother. So I
Hmm.
want to thank you so much for stopping in and joining me on the spotlight. All right, and
Thank you, brother.
hey, and so once again, ladies and gentlemen, all right, the it's all going down June 8th. All right, American Soul Food Restaurant. All right, make sure that you come on out, support that. All right, also the Gospel Fest happening on the same day. So I mean, hey, Gospel Fest, Yolanda Adams, Shirley Ceasar,
Hmm.
Hezekiah Walker. I mean, come on.
You
There's no other place to be on June 8th. All right. You have to come out and check out these folks. So, in closing, once again, Brother Gary, I want to thank you so much for coming through. You know what I mean? And, we definitely looking forward to working with you more in the future. And once again, folks, June 8th, Gospel Festival, all right, at the Amica building, and American Soul Food, all right, 999 South Washington Street, North Attleboro, June 8th. Make sure that you check both of those spots out, all right. This has been the Spotlight. Brother Gary, thanks so much, man. It's so long for now. We're going to have you coming back, and we're gonna hit them with a podcast series so you can really express yourself, brother.
Let's do it.
All
Thank,
right. All
thank
right.
you, brother, for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This has been the Spotlight. Stay tuned for more Feel Good Radio at its finest right here on WSMESM Enlightenment Radio.